Hi class 8, we are completed the natural disasters, and from today we'll be looking into man-made disasters. Man-made disasters are exclusively of human origin. All these times we were discussing about cyclones and earthquakes and drought and floods. It are all natural origin. Now we are going to discuss about human origin or disasters which human beings are responsible for, and human beings are the reason why it happens. It involves man-made, man's activities. They are caused due to error. Error means some mistake. Negligence. Negligence is forgetting something. So, if, for example, there is a particular industry and a particular switch of the industry which allows harmful gases to go out should always be switched on when they come out of the industry. A person who is supposed to do that forgot to switch it off. All the gases store into the in the industry and then it blasts. So that is one person forgetting their duty causing a disaster. That is what is called negligence. Failure of an equipment. One machine doesn't work. Some improper functioning of a device or an equipment. Or the last one, deliberate acts. Deliberate acts is knowing what you're doing is wrong but still doing it for creating a disaster. Best example is terrorist attack. When terrorists attack, they know that they're doing is wrong. They know that they're gonna harm the people. They know that they're gonna kill the people, but still they do it. Such disasters include explosions, war, air crashes, sinking of boats, train accidents, collapse of bridges, dam failure, building fire, toxic waste, terrorist act, trains blowing up, buildings with explosives, nuclear attacks. All these words which we told come under man-made disasters. So today we'll be looking up just into the first type of man-made disasters, which is fire in the buildings. So fire in the buildings is a very common type of natural disaster, man-made disaster, which can happen in many places. Recently, 2 months ago, in a South Indian state called Andhra Pradesh, in Visakhapatnam, there was a gas leak which killed almost 8 to 10 people, and it significantly affect the lungs of more than 500 600 people. It happened after the lockdown started. After 1 month of the lockdown, after 1 month of the corona disease, it started, and it affected the place Visakhapatnam. And that was not a fire, but it was a gas leak in a building, which is also natural man-made disaster because it affects man, and it was caused by some error of judgment of a person working there. So fire in buildings. A fire is a domestic fire in a domestic area originates near the kitchen where the mechanical failure of the cooking equipment. So sometimes in a kitchen or sometimes in a industry, in a factory where there's fire involved or where there's equipments involved, fire is bursting out, then that causes fire in a building. Room heaters where fireplaces within the rooms. Poor electric wiring. Short circuit takes place in an electric. So for example, a big mall or a big air conditioned building with huge shops. If there's some short circuit of the AC or the fan or any other wiring of electrical device, it can also cause man-made disasters. Smoking sometimes may cause fire. So smoking in a public place, that is why smoking is denied, not just for health but also to protect from fires. The storage of hazardous chemicals and inflammable articles, that is why in trains nowadays crackers are not allowed, or kerosene or petrol or diesel to carry it is not allowed because there is a possibility it might catch fire. Moving into the second man-made disasters, forest fires. So forest fires is something which is a very unique disaster which can happen either natural or accidental or by negligence, or a fourth type called arson. Natural fires that are caused by lightning or volcanic eruption. So near a forest, if there's a volcanic eruption, it can make the whole forest catch fire. Or if the trees are rubbing, the dry bark of the trees rub against each other, it can create a spark and cause fire. That is a natural disaster, forest fire. But the same forest fire can happen because of man-made disasters like accidental second type fires caused when sparks of wheels or trains or certain locomotives. For example, there's a train that passes through a forest and the train hits a sudden break and the metal wheels of the train rub against the railings and it creates a spark and it catches fire. That can accidentally happen, which is a man-made disaster. Negligence, a person who is walking by a forest or who's driving through a forest, puffs a cigarette and throws a cigarette stub, that or throwing a matchstick or throwing something which is inflammable into a forest can also cause a forest fire. Arson is the fourth type, which is a very important type which you need to know. Many people, for killing or poaching animals, what they do is they try to burn the forest. So when they burn the forest, what will happen? Wild animals like tigers or panthers or elephants, which they want to kill, will run out of the forest. When it runs out of the forest, they can put a trap in the direction in which the animals are running. For example, this is a huge forest. The wind is blowing in this direction. Imagine the wind is blowing in this direction, so they start a fire over here. So what happens? The fire will start to burn in this direction. So when the fire starts to burn in this direction, all the animals, if there are many animals here, will it run this way or this way? It won't run towards the fire, it will run away from the fire, right? So there will be one group of poachers who will burn the fire at one side, then the animals will start running towards the other end of the forest, and there will be so many traps to catch all the animals on this side. So when the animals are running, it will straight away go and fall into the trap, because one side is burning, on the other side there is traps, and the poachers can catch them. So it's a very, very bad and very shameful act that the poachers do, but still it has been done by many people and it is supposed to be considered as a criminal offense. So when people like that do that, they intentionally burn the forest and intentionally catch and harm the animals. So that type of forest fire is called arson. Okay, what are the impacts of forest fires? So you know the causes. How does it cause? It can cause naturally, it can cause by accident, it can cause by arson, it can also cause by negligence. Impact of forest fires. Because of forest fires, what will happen after it? Forest fires destroy millions of hectares of vegetation and property. If there are homes, it comes under property. If there is a forest, it comes under vegetation. Or sometimes there might be agriculture, there might be rubber trees, there might be cocoa plantation or coffee or tea, or inside a forest there can be agriculture that takes place. It will all burn down. The smoke and smog produced during the forest fires decrease the amount of sunlight, induce respiratory problems to wildlife. So not just human beings are suffering because of air pollution, wildlife also, wild animals also will suffer. And not just their lungs get affected, their eyes also get affected because of the smoke. They are not able to see, and wild animals need to see where the predator comes from so that they can escape, or to hunt animals or to escape from wild animals within each other. They need a good vision, and the smoke will affect their vision and it will also affect their lungs. Forest fires affect food crops, transport and tourism. So if there are crops being grown, and if the crops are food crops like rice and wheat and barley and oats and all the food crops of fruits and vegetables, all of them will get burnt and it will affect the tourism, transport, people, life, everything. Forest fires have an impact on insects and fruit trees, disrupting the food chain. So inside a forest, sometimes if there is no agriculture, there's a automatic food chain that takes place. Small organisms eat big organisms, and the big organisms eat much more. Bigger organisms are eaten by bigger organisms, and the food chain continues. And when a forest fire happens, if the food chain is happening with the help of plants or animals, it completely gets blocked or it gets disturbed. Wildlife are more likely to come into conflict with human populations. So when it is being burnt, when the forest fire happens, or when if a forest fire is not happening because of arson, because of poaching, a normal kind of forest fire is happening. So the animals are running out and there's nobody to catch them. So when they run out, they will run into the place where human beings live. So that is the point here. Wildlife are more likely to they come into conflict or fight with human population, because there's a forest and there's a village nearby. When the forest catches fire, what will the animals do? The animals will run straight away into the villages, and it will affect the people, the food, the health, the safety of the people is in danger. Large fire events can create acid rain because of the smoke. The smoke goes up and it will form clouds along with the water vapor, and it will cause acid rain. Acid rain causes global warming, it causes climate change. It also affects buildings, it also affects the soil, because acid along with water is falling down, and it affects the buildings, it affects the soil. You see that the Taj Mahal has changed its color because of acid rain, and the soil in many places where acid rain happens also has become bad. So these are the impacts of forest fires. I hope you were able to understand this topic. We'll see you next class with industries and nuclear accidents.